Hello everyone, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition solo runs. Last time we moved our way west and kind of started just kind of having a light look around what's here around the ruined village, looking for small encounters that we might be able to complete without getting completely wrecked. And I think before we do anything else major, a long rest might be in order, because we've spent our 2 short rests, as you can see, and we are currently on only 15 of 25 HP. So we've grabbed some ribs there, that'll be a nice dinner, but before we can have that, we need to get back to a portal that will take us back to camp. So, sneaking into the Blighted Village, we should be able to get to that portal just there. It's not lit up at the moment because we're not stood next to it, but it is there, I promise. Perhaps some apples or something in here for our dinner. Some wine and rum. We'll skip out on that. We did find the gnome quest though, but that is incredibly outnumbering us with the number of foes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't really fancy a 9v1 right now. So we're going to see if we can't get by this guy here without causing ourselves any undue stress with being detected or anything else. If they just quietly turn around, we should be able to get by. Because I think it all gets a bit fuzzy, but I don't think we've had any kind of interaction with any of the guards of this town yet. If we have done, then we would be able to come and go as we wish. But because we've not had that conversation yet, we need to be a bit more careful. But there we are at the teleporter, so we can hit go to camp and end the day. Of course, this is my own limitation that I put on myself under the pseudo 5th edition rule set. You can technically get to camp from any location, but I just think it's a bit more of a challenge if you put that limit on yourself. So we're going to throw a jug of water here. That represents the water we would consume in order to allow ourselves a long rest. And then we've got some pork loin with a side of zucchini. And anything else like... oh, and an apple. There you go. There's a nice rounded meal. So we'll hit that bedroll. That's going to let us take a long rest, replenish our spell slots. And then in the morning we will spawn directly back where we were in the middle of that village.
You sent from Moonrise, Drow, 'cause otherwise I'll have to cut ya.
Okay, we've evidently been seen. Have we been sent from Moonrise?
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
Well, I guess we're going to go with the illithid option. And on a 1, we can't fail, because there are no nat 1s on skill checks in D&D.
Yes! Yes, true soul!
A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
Don't let me keep you, boss. Lads were gathered by the windmill.
Alright, well, that appears to be free passage through this place then. Let's just pick our way through the old apothecary's place. There's a reasonable number of supplies here. Potion of sleep, potion of healing, antitoxin. And then if we hop around the other side, we can see... is that just a empty potion bottle, round flask, empty bottle? We can see that there is a wooden hatch here. So let's just check this rustic chest. Empty. Put down the wooden hatch. We find ourselves in a peculiar basement. Now, there are some supplies around here. I'm not going to bother taking all of the plants and such. They have minimal use in the early access, as I understand. But I will keep looking for supplies, of course. Especially when you find 2 healing potions, just like that. Potion of fire resistance. Sure. Not sure when we'll exactly best make use of it, but... What was that noise? I'm not sure. I heard running water, but we were still able to pick up the bottle of water. There's a barrel there, which is enough for 4 long rests for an individual in my rule set. So, if we're ever desperate for hydration, we can get it there. Not very much else to be worrying about over here, though. Vitality, fire resistance again. Another basic poison. Potion of poison resistance. If we come across any spiders or something, that might be one for there. 2 more bottles of water is excellent. And then prior knowledge tells me that there is a switch here. And that switch opens mysterious hidden corridor. So we've got full health. We have all of our hit points. Those 2 things are exactly the same. We have full health and we have all of our spell slots. That's what I was going after. So let's get ourselves a animal friend. Let's take a crab. And then as soon as we open one of these coffins, we can expect a foe to pop out. And then the foe is going to try and get to all the other coffins, increasing the number of enemies for us to deal with. So let's see how this goes. Okay, we're surprised. So even though we rolled higher in the initiative... Yeah, this is going to be a problem. So we need to get rid of these 2 as soon as possible. So obviously we can cast a spell with an action, or we can cast Hunter's Mark as a bonus action and then use Horde Breaker to attack both of them. So we're going to Hunter's Mark the one with less max HP, and then Horde Breaker will get both of these targets, which is nice. And of course we critically miss. So let's try that again. 11 is good. So this guy has a mace, this guy has a bow. So either they're both going to run towards chests, coffins, or the one with the bow is going to flee away from us and the robust guardian is going to try and attack us in melee. In either case, I want to be further away from the enemies that are about to join the fight. Alright, crab is up. With nothing left to do, let's try attacking the empty casket. Well, we did 2 damage to it. Sure. Then we are up. We have a clear shot against the guy that we have already attacked. Oh no, we hadn't already attacked them, excuse me. We attacked the other one, but this was the one with Hunter's Mark. But now we must attack the enemy that was in proximity to the first one with our second attack. And with 11 damage there, that is a good amount of damage for so early in this encounter. Unfortunately, I don't think... Oh, we should have... No, we haven't killed him yet. Unfortunately, we're probably going to be facing as many of these guys as they can spawn between them. So that's looking like 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 at the moment. Crab is dead. And it is us. Can we get a shot on that? Because it would seem like a good idea if we could. But in lieu of that, let's see if we can't keep Ah, they're just behind the rocks. Can we make this shot then? Invalid target. Can we just standard ranged attack? Target is too far. This target is too far. This one we can get though. And a perfect 9 is excellent. We have no movement speed left. And we haven't killed our quarry yet, so we can't move Hunter's Mark onto a second creature yet. That's excellent that they've missed. Means we can keep concentrating on our spell for sure. And we lost our concentration. Excellent. So we're no longer concentrating on Hunter's Mark. And none of these enemies are close enough to one another that we can multi-attack. So with that in mind, I think we are just going to spend another spell slot on a Hunter's Mark here. We're going to attack with our bow. Another critical miss. And then we're going to move as far away as we can so that they have to spend movement coming towards us. And then any spare bonus actions now will probably be spent with consuming healing potions. It's a valuable miss. With two of them on such low health, I'd like to kill them so that we aren't up against many actions as we are currently. Because the balance of action economy is really important. And we can attack these two from where we currently are. So there goes the first. And another critical miss. I can't believe it. Right, bonus action, potion of healing. There's a massive 9 out of that. But, you know, critical misses. They come and they go. We've lost our concentration again. That's really rough. That guy just doesn't want to move off that piece of wood. It's like he wants us to shoot this fissured stalactite. But right now we cannot spend... We cannot afford the action to spend on that. So neither of these guys are weak, but that one at the back is. And we can attack 2 of these guys. So that gets our Horde Breaker off. We have to attack the creature that was in proximity to it. And there's a fantastic crit. Don't need to bonus action potion for 4. And now these two, we will probably just use our Horde Breaker melee here. As ever, you have to attack 2 different creatures with the melee strikes. But our higher AC is doing wonders for us. And then we could spend our last spell slot on another Hunter's Mark, but I'm inclined to try and save it for anything really urgent. Start with a Horde Breaker. So close. But they should definitely be going down next turn. Then the Ranger at the back will probably creep up to try and get to us, given no other optional defense of their allies. So, Horde Breaker melee. Critical miss, standard. But that's another one down, which is great. They keep missing. This guy finally decides, yeah, I should probably get involved. They miss us though, which is great. Unfortunately, we can't attack a second time on the same target, so it's just going to be a pass from us. I would have moved behind this pillar given the option, but I didn't want to take the attack of opportunity against us. But now we can. And force them to move towards us. Oh, the shallowest of angles. Fair enough, I'll give you that. And almost all that damage on a crit. But 4 more to do, we should be fine. He says, rolling like 2s and 3s, I'm sure. 94% sorted. Alright, well, we don't really need to heal right now. We can go around and gather any free supplies. And then there is a conversation to be had with a mirror round the corner. If you saw my previous campaign with Lurch, you know that that conversation can go very particularly badly. So let's see how we do. Lots of longbows here. Of course, we have our +1 crossbow that is far better for our direct needs. A couple of scrolls of summon quest, which is interesting. Some random piles of gold. Scroll of chill touch. Don't think we can cast that one. And some journals. A is for Azeroth and other gods. We do not need to read. More gold. Even more gold. Right. Let's have a word with a mirror.
Speak your name.
My name is Shadow Meridan.
I do not know this name. If you are known to my master, step forward and declare yourself an ally.
I'm an ally.
What think you of the Zolkir known as Zastan?
They are a foul, wretched creature.
Zolkir, tell me, why might one use all
Oh, we get a ranger option here for our already excelling knowledge in this field.
acceptable? Finally. If you could see anything in me, what would it be?
I'd look for some way to get this thing out of my head.
You seek to be welcome.
Wunderbar.
A well-guarded laboratory. What were they hiding down here?
I don't know, but I will do a quick jump cut as I loot this entire space. Alright. We have many scrolls, some of which I think we can cast, possibly. We have those 2 scrolls of summon quest. We got some valuable stones we can sell, basilisk oil, and a rusted key. So, if we hop over to this doorway here, I'm pretty sure this plate is trapped. But I can't figure out a way to get over it to the door without setting it off when we stand right here. So that sets these braziers alight. Not sure what that means, but we can unlock the gate with that key. And then we have the Necromancy of Thay over there. But between us and that, there is 2 gargoyle statues. And they do not have hit points. And we have no disarming trap kits. So, how are we going to keep ourselves safe? What I'm inclined to do is go and fetch a barrel. It's only got 4 hit points, but for our purposes, hopefully it will suffice. If I put that right there, I think that barrel is in the way of that door. That would be my professional opinion on the matter. So if we pull that out to here,
The necromancy of Thay. Sounds ominous.
Okay, I think that's gone acceptably. Let's just pull this about a bit further.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in.
And we will take that and tuck it into our pack. Something for another day, perhaps. But with that done, we have exhausted what is available to us in this building. Up here, there is a secret lever, which when pulled is going to move another piece of wall back to this chamber that you might recognize with the ladder that we came down and the other secret entrance that we used before coming around to this secret exit. So hopping up the ladder here, we are right back in the apothecary's shop. A wonderful 20-minute adventure, in and out, no problems. So, thank you ever so much for watching. Next time, we might need to go and sell off some of this gear. We're slowly approaching 200 carry weight again. But we do have 2 short rests and a spell slot left, so I'm not sure what we're going to spend that on, but we'll try and find something more interesting to do than just having another long rest. If you have any suggestions, by all means, put them down below. Otherwise, thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or pressing that like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.